According to Charles Coy, Pluto is one of the largest dwarf planets. It is the only planet that was once considered a major planet. Pluto was denoted in 2006. Pluto being reclassified caused a lot of controversy in the scientific world. This is the same as Puerto Rico if it were to become a state. Many Americans believe that Puerto Rico should not become part of America, but there are many facts that prove them to disagree. With that, I think that Puerto Rico should become a state. Today I will talk to you about the benefits Puerto Rico would gain if it were to become a state, the benefits that the United States would gain if it were to become a state, and also a false rumor that people believe to be true. Let's start by looking at the benefits that Puerto Rico would gain. Puerto Rico would gain many benefits if it were to become a state. One thing it would gain is lifting the financial burden. Puerto Rico is in an economic crisis right now. According to Zach Patton, around 45% of Puerto Ricans live in poverty. Puerto Ricans have to pay a lot of money for taxes and they receive no benefits. Their sales taxes are high because they have to pay for everything themselves. Their lowest sales tax is 7%, which is higher than any of the 50 states in America. They also have to pay full share on federal programs. Now they pay full share, but they have no benefits. If they were to become a state, they would receive full share of benefits. Puerto Rico would also gain citizens. As of now, they have lost 170,000 people in the last decade. According to Demand Media, more Puerto Ricans live in the U.S. than in Puerto Rico itself. If Puerto Rico to become a state, it would make new jobs, which would make people stay or move there. Puerto Rico would also gain many political rights. If it were to become a state, Puerto Rico would have a vote in Congress with 7 representatives and 2 senators. Now, they have a member in Congress, but they have no vote or no say. Becoming a state would give Puerto Rico the right to vote just like any of the other 50 states. Now let's move on and talk about the benefits America would gain. America would also gain many benefits from statehood. The first way is they would gain diversity. If Puerto Rico were to become a state, it would be the first Spanish-speaking state. According to usenglish.org, 95% of the people at Puerto Rico speak Spanish, but fewer than 20% speak English. This issue will increase variety in the U.S. and maybe acceptance of different cultures and languages. The U.S. would also save money. As of now, the U.S. is paying Puerto Rico $22 billion a year to keep its Commonwealth status. However, if Puerto Rico to become a state, they would contribute almost $2 million into the U.S. Treasury each year. The U.S. would also gain good competitors for the Olympics and the Miss Universe pageant. Puerto Rico has its own Olympic team as of now. If it were to become a state, all of the competitors would compete for the U.S. According to Zane Dean, Puerto Rico is very famous for winning the Miss Universe pageant 5 times, so that makes our chances go up as well. Next, I will tell you about the false rumor people believe to be true. Some people believe that Puerto Rico don't want to become statehoods. The citizens do not want to become part of America, but that is completely false. Majority actually want it for the last 2 decades. Despite alternatives, most have positive attitudes. According to the U.S. Council for Puerto Rico Statehood, in 2012, Puerto Ricans took a vote for this issue. The vote came out that more than half wanted a change, and statehood was the best way to go. Clearly then, Puerto Rico should become a state. Puerto Rico would gain many benefits along with the U.S. So just like Pluto having to be reconsidered as a dwarf planet, hopefully one day Puerto Rico can be reconsidered to be the 51st state. Thank you.